Waiting for the gate to open, and we're off, folks! Race number 2, Kammesennin versus Siberianbull9. Siberian Bull finding Airman, Kammesennin finding Woodman, and they're sticking with it. No resets here, folks.
And, easy seafood right now. Looks like Red Lobster is definitely on the plate for Kame. Meanwhile, monkeys, space monkeys are in the cards for Siberian.
Yeah, they don't want to hurt anybody. They're just trying to go home.
Their people needs them.
Absolutely.
And Siberian Bull may have gotten the easiest, if not one of the easiest, airman openings we've had ever. And Kame did not get the slight skip. And also remember, zipping is not allowed in this race. So
I think he went for it and then realized, oh wait, this is zipless. So he did not complete the zip, so he will not be penalized for that.
And mind you, that was only a minor zip, so that he would have been penalized 15 seconds. Major skips are an automatic DQ.
Absolutely. As it looks like the second screen of Airman is relatively tame for Siberian Bull as well, so not a bad first stage Airman to land on in a hidden stage named Randomizer. As he is through the gate, let's see who's behind door number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, behind door number 1 is a quick man that is looking pretty purple.
He's very purple. His health bar is purple. And he is not Buster susceptible, but Siberian Bull takes him down with no problems. As Kammesennin making his way through the last screen of Woodman, we will see who's at the end of this screen.
And he gets rewarded with item 2. And he also finds Woodman.
Oh, very, very nice. And you know, the funny thing is, as a runner, going in, if you know what stages you're going into, you would want to try to hunt for item 2 going into Airman. So it being locked behind it can be a little tough here. Also, shout outs to the Donkey Kong music in Woodman stage right now.
Electric blows, and that's item 3!
Yeah, Kammesennin pulling down item 3. Very nice.
Not what you want to see, though.
No, you really, really hate to see this. So, we, at this point, will figure out if Kammesennin is going to try to get through the stage or take an intentional death. It's entirely doable at this point.
It's doable. At least the back end with item 3 makes it a little faster, but here's where the problem lies. Prop tops will be waiting. He's trying to zip!
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to zip. Remember, this is zipless. Not unless it was a veto.
Not that I'm seeing. Let me look back on the run. The room chat.
We got a there's a warning. He saw the warning.
Okay, very good, very good. But hey, at least the Mecha Joes are Buster susceptible this time.
Mecha Joes they don't have Kevlar. And frogs are plenty.
If you're not using items to get through the screen, he's got to get up there nice. Those frogs can snipe you right off that platform at the worst possible time. So, he gets through screen number 1. Let's see how he handles the next 2. As Siberian Bull coming into his Metal Man fight.
He's getting the business.
Yeah, Metal Man got the business.
Indeed. So he'll be rewarded with item 3. Heatman is definitely doable right now.
Absolutely. Well, if we're following the same track, it looks like Siberian Bull.
He finds heat. So he gets the better of the whammy stages, and he's equipped for it.
Absolutely. As this one is not going to be Buster only, Kammesennin will only be using the Buster, but Siberian Bull is allowed to use his full toolkit.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he won't be using the item 3 because he cannot zip. He can't use the Heatman skip. But he can use that.
He can use a lava bath.
courtesies by Purple Fanta.
Absolutely. That's Kammesennin having a little bit of trouble with that Mecha Joe there.
This is gonna be very, very peculiar. Oh, he barely makes it. This is gonna be absolutely nasty.
Absolutely. You really do not like to see fat fans on this screen in general, but combo those with crabs that are going to take away 4 pips of energy every time they hit you. That is not a happy Heatman screen.
Not a happy Heatman screen. Not a happy screen at all. Oh, Kammesennin sees the shrimp. He does not want to deal with them, so he's gonna just have to cut his losses on that zip and just go through.
Well, it's good that he didn't do the zip.
That is true, because he can't zip. And prop tops are coming out with Siberian is going to. Oh, he's gonna take. Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, he's gonna skip that in lieu of the zip and do Yoku's vanilla style, but he does miss that jump up there.
Ouch.
There he goes, he's up there. Alright, let's see who's at the end of Crashman stage on Kammesennin's screen. It is Heatman.
A green heat. And another slow heat.
Yeah, another slow heat, and he is not Buster susceptible, so this is gonna be a long one for Kame.
And for those who don't know about Heatman's speeds, Heatman in the vanilla game goes at a medium speed. We gave him 2 extra speeds in the randomizer. Incredibly Sonic fast and slow as a snail.
Yes, and that also impacts his frames before he attacks as well.
We find an Airman. Oh! Ooh. Airman susceptible.
Airman is Buster susceptible, but Siberianbull took a scary body hit right at the end there. Luckily had enough health not to get KO'd on that one. As he makes his way into Quicksand stage. Interesting.
What? Kame lost a platform.
Yes, he did. In fact, that is a very rare thing to see in the randomizer. As some would know if you're familiar with the vanilla game or even playing the randomizer, as soon as a bird leaves the screen, the very last sprite that joined the screen will despawn, and that's what happened to that platform there. I don't think I've ever actually seen that happen in the many, many randomizer seeds I have played. But you seem to handle it well.
So while Siberian's in Quickman, we are in what seems to be aloe vera juice for Kammesennin. Aloe vera lake. He's getting the business though.
He absolutely is. As we see some of those enemy sprites that are from Mega Man 4, if you know the reference there. But replacing the dollar store Metroids, as I like to call them.
Yeah, right now. Oh, tin canned.
He did get a little good information there, though, for a Buster-only runner, that even though the tin can is not a one-hit, it is a two-hit with the Buster. So if he gets blocked off in a pretty bad situation, he knows he can get through them with a little bit of, you know, patience. As Siberianbull takes out Flashman, Kammesennin finding a waterlogged Woodman.
And right now, Kame is actually down a level. Oh, but Siberianbull is gonna have to take the climb.
Yes, he's gonna have to go through the climb and deal exactly with those Lagmetians, as I said earlier. And see how he handles these elevator screens, because memory serving right, Kammesennin got through them pretty easy. But Kammesennin finding the Airman stage with the Space Monkeys, he's going to have a free first screen here. So he's going to be able to pick up a little bit of time.
Yeah, he's going to get a little bit of time, and Oh, Siberian Bull catching the crash bomb as a potential. But oh, this is not good. Okay, so he's gonna use item 2 to skip a little bit of that time. But if he gets hit with a amphibian out of the absolute blue, this might hurt.
Yeah, he should be able to recover pretty okay, because he is able to use item 2 here, but if he gets knocked off a bit, you know, it takes a little bit of time to make a recovery.
That's a room reset right there. Meanwhile, Kammesennin is gonna get some of this battle back, and while Siberian Bull's gonna be taking the climb, he's gonna get some of that back because he already did the climb.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing he's gonna have to do now is he's gonna have to realize he's gonna have to take a Heatman level. That's the only thing that's gonna kind of be a little bit of a drag, but that's not bad.
Well, the one thing that I know that Kammesennin has in his favor is the fact that even though there are fat fans in that stage, he's dealt with them plenty of times before, Buster only, as well as the fact that they only take 1 hit to kill, so he's definitely going to be having a little bit of an advantage going into that Siberian Bull took a death on, so we'll see if he can get through that first screen clean. But on to the action now, making his way into Metal Man stage. Let's see what's in store for our runners here.
And our first use of the Flash Stopper. And looks like Siberian Bull is nearly gets a aquatic met to the face.
Yeah, luckily that time stopper is multi-use. He was able to use that to his great advantage to hold them off just long enough for him to get through there. Because yeah, I hate to get clipped when you're at the top of a ladder climb.
Yeah, one of our viewers is saying that Kame already lost quite a bit of time on the climb. Looks like Siberian might have been able to hold him off long enough, but again, Kammesennin's on stage number 5. It's closing on stage 5. Meanwhile, Siberian is actually finishing his stage 5, so it's still relatively close. And Kammesennin he's greedy. He wants ease.
Yeah, Siberian Bull finding Atomic Fire as a weakness to Heatman. Heat on heat violence, you hate to see it, but makes short work.
It does make short work, and you love to see it if you're a runner. And Flashman stage. Okay, Siberian Bull finding Flash. First look at the Dark Ice. And let's see what's going on here. Oh, ouch. Meanwhile,
a quite athletic Crashman over on Kammesennin's screen, but he is Buster susceptible, so making short work and finding his way into Quickman stage. So, they're kind of on an even keel right now, actually, because they are both on stage number 5 currently. Or, no, stage number 6, sorry. And, you know, Kammesennin does have that Heatman he has to deal with, but, like I said, lots of experience dealing with that Buster only.
The thing is, the Heatman's is a much longer stage than Bubble and Metal, and he's already been through Metal. And looks like Flashman's also gonna be relatively fast, so honestly, the big time save, the big test for Kame right now is whether or not he's going to be able to clear heat fast enough.
Absolutely. Doing it flawlessly, he should be able to pick up a little bit of time. But again, as I always say in these, we never know who's truly in the lead until those Wily stages hit. As Siberian Bull goes for the E-Tank and Flash and tries to test the wall weakness to no avail, eating a lot of time in the process.
Yeah, he bled a little bit of time, but remember, he's still got 2 relatively easy stages to go. Kammesennin still got 1 whammy stage, and he still has to deal with Flashman as well. And here we go, Siberian Bull not trying to get to the same level of Wow, that's a slow rising Bubble Man. I think this is the first time I've seen Bubble Man with a slow rise in, what, maybe 2 years?
Yeah, relatively tame bubbles today. As they both finish off their respective stages there at the same time. Kammesennin finding his Heatman stage, while Siberian Bull getting into bubble.
Yeah, now the fun part. Remember, Siberian Bull has not skipped yet, and I'm just wondering whether or not he'll remember not to skip. Oh!
Kammesennin taking a death at the exact same spot that Siberian Bull took.
Here's the difference. Kame killed the Fan Fiend. He destroyed the Fan Fiend, so he jumped in. He willingly, or probably due to overcorrection, jumped into the Purple Fanta. Oh, having a little bit of a hairier time trying to get to that particular Fan Fiend.
He ends up getting through them. But we gotta be careful. We gotta watch those crabs, because they'll do some nasty things to you.
Not only nasty things, they can catch up on you if you ain't careful.
Oh, absolutely, because they do 4 pips of health, and they just do not relent. Like, once you see them, they are pretty much sticking with you the entire screen.
And remember, Kammesennin being a Buster only is not going to have the same benefits as Siberian Bull dealing with these prop tops.
Absolutely. As we remember, Siberian Bull taking item 2 to get through the section a little bit faster. But Kammesennin not slowing down, hitting those Yokus exactly where he needs to. Okay,
so all points considering, depending on how Kammesennin takes this Yoku pickup, oh, he did it faster and he did it in 1. This gives him a little bit of extra time that he doesn't have to screw around with.
Absolutely, but we also saw Siberianbull9 using item 2 to get past the final part of the Bubble Man stage much faster too, so these time differences, they're
And right now, Siberian Bull is trying to find a weakness for Woodman, and he's bleeding quite a bit of time because of it.
Absolutely he is. In fact, as a matter of fact, he's bleeding a lot of time. As now, Kammesennin is into his 7th Robot Master screen. He's gonna make Airman go down, getting his 7th stage down before Siberian Bull, with Flashman left in the tank for him.
That is nuts! Kammesennin takes the lead, and all because of Flash Stop, he takes a death! Siberian's in trouble!
Oh man, what a swing!
There goes that knowledge. Remember, that knowledge that Kammesennin has, being able to just do it with Buster. Play it safe. Don't worry about weaknesses, especially with a Woodman being this stubborn.
Absolutely. As you saw Kammesennin doing that quick turn just to see if the wall weakness was Buster.
He'll probably look for it later, but right now, he's in the lead right now. And right now, Siberian's gonna have a little bit of a longer level here, and this seems like Double Dragon 3 music. Or Double Dragon 2 music.
Yeah.
Nope, never mind. I'm wrong.
Well, I'm sure someone in chat, who knows, will be able to call us out on our infidelities.
We're not worthy. And oh, because of the placements of where those crabs were, it looks like Kammesennin is going to have... He'll be the first to hit Wily, depending on how he does his Bubble Man fight.
Absolutely. And knowing how tame Bubble was, it should be no problems for Kammesennin, but we will see how it plays out here.
Uh-oh, can he... Oh, he's just gonna take the fight to him. Oh! Kammesennin is just gonna take the fight to him.
He's not even playing around. He does have to take a body hit to get him onto that pole, though. There he goes.
There he goes.
And that is Robo's down for Kammesennin. Give it up. What a run.
And he was blocking item 1. Alright, it's about that time again. Let's check out who the Wily Sprite is. Oh, Dr. Light is our sprite today.
Yes, everyone, I'd like to welcome you to the best blinks in video gaming as we see Dr. Light heading towards his tower. And, again, it's time. It's time to guess those colors and guess the weakness of the dragon at the end of Wily 1. So, what are you going with this time, Sin?
Oh, for me, I am going to be going... You know what? We're gonna go and do fire! Keeping fire! So, red, orange, with highlights of either black or gray, and charged heat. Fire on fire. What about you?
I'm looking for a real dopey looking Barney the dinosaur. Some purple, some greens, maybe the oat sprite again. And let's go bubble lead. Bubble lead seems like a good solid choice this time around.
Kirby Van's going with the yellow, weak to quick. Meanwhile, Zerx is going with the transparent dragon, weak to Kame, which is basically Buster only.
Let's say, it's always nice when things are weak to Kame.
Indeed.
You gotta love the fact that...
Oh. That's gonna get some time. Go ahead.
He did hit the checkpoint before that death, so...
He's gonna give some of that time back to Siberian, so Siberian's only about a screen and a half behind.
And you definitely have to respect Kammesennin's, ooh, you hate to see that. He's getting body blocked by a bat right now, or a boo. Which one would you say that is? Is that Inky, Pinky, or Blue?
That is, that would be Inky. But it'd be the alternate Inky, the Black Ghost. Alright, here we go.
Respect to Kammesennin once again, doing Buster only. He options only to use item 1, where he could use item 3, using the least amount of different weapons possible throughout every run.
Indeed, there we go.
Yeah.
At that time.
Runners are almost neck and neck. Siberian Bull only about half a screen behind Kammesennin. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, not quite fire! That is definitely lava.
Yeah, that's a lava dragon, but he is real dopey looking.
Uh-oh. Can I get my wish? Can I get the half point? Yes! Half point!
He's gonna have to look for something else, though. After that Wily Machine fight, he's not gonna be happy with that, so he's gonna try to find another one. No bubble lead. We boomerang? We boomerang, folks. Easy peasy. Kammesennin takes it down, but Siberianbull fights it! Oh, the runners are neck and neck, literally within probably a second of each other right now.
This is gonna be close. Uh-oh. Kame slowed up. Siberian takes over lead.
Oh, wow. Those swings just that fast, folks, when it comes to two excellent runners.
About a 2.5 second lead going into Kame's side. Going in Siberian Bull's side. Kame does not know the wall weakness, and neither does Siberian Bull. I'm gonna suspect that Siberian might be checking the walls. No, he doesn't.
Not.
But,
wow!
Wow! Whoa! The sync!
Yes, we are in sync right now, folks! Kammesennin pulling just ahead, just because of the damage boost.
And Kammesennin is back in. This is getting ugly! With a capital G-U-L-I, nobody has an alibi. And right now, Kammesennin will be the first to get the Pico, and this is gonna be big.
It's gonna be huge. Let's see what kind of Pico we're dealing with, too, because the sprites are randomized. Let's see this.
Oh, we got the... And, weak to Kame.
Jeez, you owe me a Coke.
Oh. Unfortunately, Siberian Bull's gonna be down a few peaks.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that I think Kame definitely has the advantage here because he knows exactly when and where to shoot with the Buster.
And with that, Kame is getting ready to go into the septic tank.
Alright, as Siberianbull has his last 2 units left, he's gonna be just about 5 seconds behind Kammesennin right now. What a race, folks!
Welcome to YouTube!
Yeah, hey.
Oh, Wiley cleaned his pipes!
Yeah, look at that.
And you know what? When you have clean pipes, you have frogs. Or amphibians, as, Oh, wait a minute! Siberian's right behind him. And
no.
Into the abyss! And Siberian now takes the lead.
Wow! I think Kame got thrown off just a little bit by the timing on that item pickup. Holy cow. Alright, well, Siberianbull falling down, pulling ahead, making his way to the notorious Guts tank.
The Dozer. And right now, Kammesennin is only down half a level. And again, the great equalizer is... Oh! Weird.
Wow.
The gear jesters are immune to the Buster, at least the bottom end. And here we go. There goes that Peach again. There goes that Virginia Peach, that Georgia Peach. Well, never mind. It was green. And quick to the boomerangs.
They make it up for me that the dragon wasn't going to be that color. But yeah, Siberianbull pulling through. Kammesennin is still hot on his heels, though, even after that death. Let's see how fast it takes him to figure out quick boomerang.
Oh, he's gonna go through the whole lineup. This ain't good. This gonna be some time lost to Siberian. And Siberian is not one to let a lead slip his hands. He's gonna try to keep this. And look at this. Because of the fact that it's not restricted by Buster only, he's getting access to item 1 and item 2 as well. So he's definitely gonna pick up some time over Kame.
Absolutely. But again, let's just wait and see what happens in these elevator screens. Because if Siberianbull has a bad enemy set, tries to get cute, he could take a death and it could swing right back the other way.
Oh, Kame gets wrecked. Back down the stairs. Denied.
Wow, that just clear it open for Siberianbull on screen 1. Does not necessarily mean there will be no enemies in screen 3 here, but let's just find out what we're dealing with.
Good item 3 usage. Oh, yeah. What is this? This is me like. Oh! What?
What did I say? Trying to get cute. I think he was thrown off by the fact that there were no enemies. We're almost right on track again as Kammesennin is entering the screen as soon as Siberianbull9 leaves it because of that death.
Oh, Siberian's in trouble. The only saving grace right now is he's using items, but if he tries to get cute a second time, that lead goes back to Kame.
Absolutely. I mean, he's easily gonna get more time on this screen because Kame does need to wait for the elevator to come through. But he misses it again, though!
Oh.
Are the nerves getting to Siberianbull9 right now?
Siberian does not know Kame's in the same room, just literally on a different cycle of the different cycle here. And he does get the pause skip, but here's where things get a little dicey. Kame gets it just fine, and he's gonna get this really clean too. Pause. He does it in less.
Oh yeah, I love it. So it's gonna come down to the fact that neither of the runners know the wall weakness right now, as far as I can tell. And they're both gonna hunt, so whoever finds it faster could take the lead right at the end of the stage.
And right now, we're gonna see right now.
Alright, it looks like, yep, Metal Blade.
Uh-oh, this ain't good. Kame's gonna get the bad news. And oh, it's Crash again! Uh-oh.
Alright, Kammesennin finding the wall weakness now.
Hold on a second. Did Siberian forget the weakness to Pico?
Yeah, he had it at first.
Oh, did he? Oh, he gets it. Oh.
That's spicy.
And because of... Oh, he does it! He does it!
Oh, no!
He does it!
Yikes, that's gotta be heartbreaking for Bull!
Siberian Bull is gonna feel the soul crushing!
As Kammesennin finds the crash bomb for the turret weakness, he's gonna mop this up no problem.
Oh.
Oh no, don't do it.
No, don't get cute. Don't get cute. What is he doing? There he is.
I think Kammesennin was potentially thinking damage transfer, but he did not have enough health to do it. Luckily, he pulled it back, realized. But man, whew. As he is on to refights now, let's go.
Kammesennin is gonna do refights, and because he's a Buster only player, he's gonna have a much easier time with Buster strats right now, dealing with the Robot Masters. But because of that big leaf shield this time around, though, it's gonna make this early Woodman fight a bit of a pain. He gets it.
Oh yeah, those 4 leaps are not lucky for Kammesennin, but he gets through it.
Yeah, so right now, Kammesennin is literally fighting his way through. And remember, the walls are down, but he now remembers, but does he have enough bullets?
Oh yeah, he definitely has enough energy. Hard to tell with the differing energy bars, but yeah, I could see enough purple in there. He's gonna clean it up and move his way onto refights as well. But man, that's gotta be heartbreaking for Bull.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Kammesennin's just fighting this with Buster only. That means that he's gonna give some time back to Bull, because remember, Heat is done with Heat and quite a big acceptable weakness. So he's gotta get a better RNG Heat in this case.
Absolutely. But they are both taking the same path here, and we have noticed that the first 3 Robot Masters Kammesennin took down were, well, at least 3 of them were not Buster susceptible, so it should be a quick cleanup. Just let's hope he doesn't have problems with the Wily machine again.
Alright, so he's still 4 Robot Masters up. And right now he's fighting the back end while Bull is still trying to get in there. We might go to a game 3 at this rate.
And I am so excited for it.
7-3, and here comes air. Alright, he's gonna mow down air really fast. Oh!
Ooh, air giving him a good pattern for him to just be able to shoot those lemons right in there.
Okay, Kame is gonna be getting some refills along the way, and time's gonna be returned to Bull for fighting Heat. But depends on how fast Heat wants to be very cooperative. And we also gotta see how many E-tanks that Bull is sitting on.
Yeah, same with Kammesennin, but he is going into the Wily machine with full health. Let's see what the weakness is. It's not Buster.
He's on Linux.
Oh, it is Air Shooter, and it seems like he's gonna have a little bit of an easier time with it this time around. Oh, and it looks like it's Air Shooter both times. He should pick up that energy. Yeah. There we go. Kammesennin making his way into Victory Road. Ladies and gentlemen, if things keep going his way, we're probably looking at a game 3 right now.
Oh, if things keep going, this is a game 3 for sure. Right now, Siberian got 1 more Robot Master. Meanwhile, Kammesennin is on Victory Road. So this is going to be nasty, because this will be the first time we get to see the tiebreaker setup. So we'll let you know once we get to that situation, if we get there.
Absolutely. And here comes Dr. Light.
Light's alien. Not weak to Kame. Not weak to air. Not weak to nature. Not weak to bubbles. Is it the boomerangs?
It is the boomerangs. This is a foregone conclusion, folks. And there we go. Kammesennin finishing with an official SRL time of 35:15. Congratulations to Kammesennin for taking Game 2. We are going to be on to Game 3 as we take a little break, finishing watching Bulls run here and figuring out what the rule set is going to be. So excited.
We're going to be going into Tiebreaker City here. And for those who are just tuning in, we have an exciting race between Kame and Siberian going into Game 3.
I knew it was going to be a good race when I saw these two runners in round 1. The fact that we get to see it in round 1 is a treat for everyone to kick this tournament off right as Siberianbull is finishing up his alien fight here.
So, according to Charlie Boy, Game 3 will always be any percent revealed with cosmetics. So, here's the thing. We now take off the curtains. So now we get to see routing chances.
Absolutely. Not only do we get that, but there are full zips as well allowed, with Siberianbull having the opportunity to use as many of those more classic zips that you'd normally see in a run. So very, very excited. This is going to be amazing as we get these seeds set up, heading to Game 3 of Kammesennin versus Siberianbull9.
You might want to get yourself an extra snack, get yourself something to eat, get yourself ready. We are getting ourselves prepared. So we'll be back momentarily.
All right, and we're back, folks, as the runners have their seed loaded up. They're just getting themselves ready, mentally prepared for this awe-inspiring Game 3 in this first round matchup of Kammesennin, the headmaster of Buster Only University, and last year's semifinalist Siberianbull9. It has been quite the race to watch so far, as we did a Buster Only run for Game 1. Siberianbull taking it away, and then, when Siberianbull had all of his tools available, losing out just some small errors in Game 2. So, Game 3 is going to be super exciting, and we are excited to see what this game is going to throw at our runners.
Indeed. So, here is the flag set. Revealed. Any percent. Zips are allowed with full sprite customization. So, the runners agreed on there will be no other changes to be made. So, guess what? We get to see where everyone's going this time.
Absolutely, and kind of get an idea of how these runners route in their heads, because again, even though it is not a Buster only race this time around, Kammesennin is a Buster only runner, so his path might be a little bit different than Siberianbull9's, as he will not be hunting for items before going into certain stages.
Indeed.
But all right, we're just waiting for the gate right now. The runners are ready. I'm ready. Are you ready, Sid?
Oh, of course I'm ready. Game 3. Right. Game 3, which could be easily a quarterfinals or a semifinals match. We're getting it in round 1. So strap on in, buckle up your seatbelts, and get ready to kick into high gear. We're about to get good. Uh-oh. The gates are about to be fired. And Siberian's off to the races. Oh, never mind. He's not off to the races yet. It's going to be fairly interesting here.